First, I wanted to talk a little bit about some research that I did last year for a school project on academic stress. And we got to pick our topic, and so mindfulness in education is something I was really interested in, so I wanted to do a project that could relate back to that. And so I just wanted to share some of the statistics I found doing this. So I did a survey of 210 students at my school, high school juniors, and just a survey about academic stress, about what kids do to relieve it, what causes it. And so the results show that 89% of the students I surveyed said that they had a level 3 or higher on a stress scale of 1 to 5, and 10% of those students had 5 or extremely stressed, which I thought was really interesting. And the stressors were mostly, as you can imagine, homework and standardized tests. And in terms of the culprits for who was applying the stress, parents were the biggest culprit. But what I thought was really interesting, what I found that I wasn't expecting in my results, is that there's a writing category for other in terms of what caused stress. And a lot of students, 63% of the students who checked other wrote in self as the biggest cause for the source of their academic stress, which I thought was interesting. And while sobering, I was also connected to mindfulness in education in that if the students themselves are the ones, putting the pressure, then therein lies opportunity for them to be able to release it. And so this is where mindfulness in education really came in, at least to me. But what was interesting, kind of point of disconnect, is so 50% of the students thought that mindfulness or that yoga breaks or meditation breaks in school would be helpful, which is not a big chunk of the kids. But only 7% of the kids had actually tried any sort of meditation. And so this kind of showed to me that mindfulness and meditation has a great potential for helping students get over academic stress, but it just has yet to be widely adopted. People have yet to be made aware of that. And so those results were really interesting to me and just kind of showed what I personally have experienced from age 4 of working with Amy, and that meditation and mindfulness really can help you in so many ways in your life, from calming me when I was 4 to helping me reduce my academic stress at 17, and I'm not there yet, but I'm pretty sure it'll still help me when I'm 40. And so on that note, meditation and mindfulness, I want to just do a brief meditation that was actually one of the first meditations I ever did that Amy introduced to me. It's on from her still Quiet Play CD. It's the Sea Otter meditation. So it's going to be pretty brief, just maybe 2 minutes, but if you guys want to close your eyes, and you're going to imagine yourself as a sea otter. I'll ring the bell to bring us to the meditation. So you can imagine yourself as a sea otter laying in the middle of the ocean, not where the waves are crashing, but just so that the waves are enough to be rolling underneath you, up and down. And you can imagine those waves being your breath. As your breath comes in and out, you can imagine those waves rolling underneath your back, up and down. And as you're laying there, you can imagine there being a sunny sky above you with the warmth of the sun coming down on your sea otter belly, on your face, and just relaxing you as that constant ebb and flow of the waves underneath you, keeping your breath. And perhaps if you're finding your mind wandering a little bit, it could help to imagine some clouds up in your blue sky, and those clouds are just fine right where they are. And you can imagine that as each thought is assigned to a cloud, that cloud is just drifting across your vision, but eventually it just drifts out of your line of vision, and you come back to that water underneath you, feeling it on your back, up and down as you're imagining this peaceful sea otter laying there in the middle of the ocean with nothing to worry about. It's that waves underneath them going up and down as your breath goes in and out. I'm just kind of curious, who's feeling more present or aware right now? And so kind of coming back to mindfulness in education and my research, I just think that if we could introduce this to the kids by age, to students, even just 2 minutes a day, I think that's really it. It's all it takes, just to have a little more silence in your life and to have time to be in a moment before it passes you by. I think that is just such a vital part of anyone's life, definitely of my life. And I think that there are so many, in particular youth, who just don't get that experience. And I think that it has a huge potential to really benefit them. I just think we have to spread the word and help people try it. Thank you.